Welcome back to Math Time with me, Miss X, my friends. I'm super excited to have you all here. Let's go ahead and begin. Alrighty, taking a look at our objective first. It's always broken up into three parts so we know exactly how we're going to do something, what we need to understand, and why we're doing it or why it's important. So you may read with me or in your head as I read out loud to you. I can add and subtract similar or same units in order to work more efficiently. And similar just means the same, my friends. Okay, now let's go ahead and review some of our math vocabulary. It's really important because we think about these a lot. Okay, addend. Addend is another word for part in addition. It's super important that you know what an addend is. 3 is an addend in our example here, and 2 is an addend. 5 is not an addend. 5 is our solution in this problem, and it's also our whole or our total. Okay, let's go ahead and move into our teacher model.
All right, friends and families, welcome to the teacher model. Go ahead and take a look at our quick 10 drawing here. As you're looking, I want you to think about addition and subtraction sentences that this drawing would represent. So go ahead and talk to a friend or a family member, pause the video here, talk to a friend or family member about which addition and subtraction sentences this drawing would represent. All right, my friends, welcome back. Let's go ahead and write some of them down. Okay, so 5 plus 2 equals 7 would represent this drawing. 2 plus 5 equals 7 would represent this drawing. 7 minus 5 equals 2 would represent this drawing, and 7 minus 2 equals 5 would also represent this drawing. My friends, we can use problems like 5 plus 2 equals 7 or 7 minus 2 equals 5 to solve other problems. Now watch as I add some quick tens to our drawing, okay? Okay. Alrighty, go ahead and take a look. 45 plus 2 is 47. Great job. And 47 minus 2 is 5. Oh, sorry, 45. Yes. Now, what easier problem did we use to add and to subtract? If you were thinking 5 plus 2 equals 7, great job. We used 5 plus 2 equals 7 and 7 minus 2 equals 5 to help us solve for these two problems, which have bigger numbers. Now, watch as I add more quick tens to our drawing, okay? Alrighty, take a look. So 67 minus 2 is 65. Great job. What easier problem did we still use to subtract the ones? Yeah, we used 7 minus 2 equals 5 to subtract the ones in 67 minus 2 equals 65. Now we're going to say the number sentence in unit form, okay? 7 ones minus 2 ones is 5 ones. We didn't do anything to the tens, except remember to put it together with the 5 ones here. Alrighty, my friends, let's go ahead and keep going. Alright, friends and families, for the next part of our teacher model here, I want you to go ahead and take a look at our two number sentences here. We're going to be comparing 54 plus 2 to 54 plus 20. So, friends, go ahead and pause the video here. Talk to your friend or family member about comparing 54 plus 2 to 54 plus 20. And remember, comparing means that we're looking at what's the same and what's different between the two number sentences. So go ahead and pause, talk to a friend or a family member, and then we will come back as a team and talk about it together. Okay, friends, welcome back. So let's take a look. We start with the same number or the same first addend in both problems. In one problem, we add 2 ones. In the other problem, we add 2 tens. Adding 2 ones is not the same as 2 tens. So let's go ahead and begin doing our quick 10 drawing just to make sure. Okay. So they both have the same addend, first addend. Okay. Now, on the left side, we're going to add 2 ones. Okay. And then on the right side, we are going to add 2 tens. 56 is much less than 74. You'll see that we have 7 tens, 4 ones, 5 tens, and 6 ones. So they are not, so adding 2 ones and 2 tens is not the same. In one problem here, we leave the ones alone, and on the left side here, we left the tens alone. Great job. Let's go ahead and keep moving on. Okay, friends and families, let's move on to the next part of our teacher model. So we're still working hard on these teacher models here. I want you guys for this next part to compare. Again, compare means we're looking at what's the same and what's different. We're going to compare 73 minus 20 to 76 minus 20. Pause the video here again and then talk to a friend or a family member about what's the same and what's different between our two number sentences here. All right, my friends, welcome back. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Our second addend is the same in both number sentences, meaning we take away 2 tens in both. But in one problem, we start with 73. In the other problem, we start with 76. We also start with different amounts of ones, but the same amount of tens. Okay, so let's go ahead and write it out. So let's work on the left side first here. We're going to write down 73 minus 20 again. And we're going to break apart 73 into 70 and 3. What is 73 minus 20? It is 53. Great job. And take a look. Let's take a look. How did we know? We know because 7 tens minus 2 tens is 5 tens. I took tens from tens. So I did 70 minus 20 equals 50. Then I just added 3 to give me 53. I used an easier problem, which was 7 tens minus 2 tens gives me 5 tens. And remember, 5 tens is valued at 50. 7 tens is valued at 70, and 2 tens is valued at 20. So I know that 7 minus 2 equals 5, so 70 minus 20 would equal 50. Let's move on to the other side. We're going to write down 76 minus 20 again, just like we did on this side. Put a little equal sign so we have space for our solution. We're going to break up our 76 into 70 and 6, because in 76 we have 7 tens, which is valued at 70, and we have 6 ones. Now, just like we did on the left side here, we're going to use a fact we know. We're going to use an easier fact that we do know, okay? And we know that 7 tens minus 2 tens is 5 tens. And 70 minus 20 equals 50, because 7 tens is valued at 70, and 20 is valued at 2 tens, or 2 tens equals, this is the same thing as 20. So now that we have 50 we still have 6 here, so we have to add the 6, and that gives us 56. Now we know that our solution is 56, and we can go ahead and box it in.
Okay, my friends, as you move into independent practice and your exit ticket, I want you to keep these 3 important reminders in your head. Number 1, notice what is the same and what is different between the parts in your number sentences. Number 2, ask yourself, what easy fact do you know already that can help you solve? Number 3, pay attention to place values. It's very important. And that means that you need to take your time and you need to carefully work through the math. Okay, my friends, those are the 3 things I want you to keep in mind. You may click the link in the description box below. It will take you to the worksheet. Don't worry about printing it if you don't have a hard copy. Just write down the problems on the worksheet and solve it on your own the best that you can. I will see you all next time.